I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All of my friends are turning green. Good magicians assisting in our dreams. Oh, 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 and they come unstuck, oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taking away from the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat, cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. There's this movie that I think you like. This guy decides to quit his job and head to New York City. This cowboy is running from himself, and she's been living on the highest shelf. Oh, 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 and they come unstuck, oh, lady, running down to the inside, taking away from the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing your song, and I love my truth, cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. And I just wanna know if you're gonna stay. I just gotta know. I can't have it any other way. I swear she's destined for the screens, the closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen.
Hi everyone, today's video is my thoughts on vintage clothing. So vintage clothing has become increasingly popular over the last while, and my thoughts and ideas of vintage clothing have changed since I watched This Old Thing, Dawn O'Porter's show on Channel 4. And I thought I'd share my thoughts and ideas with you on what I now consider to be the true essence of vintage clothing. I always thought vintage clothing was cool, but now I understand what really vintage clothing is all about. It's not hand-me-down clothes or second-hand clothes or pre-worn old clothes. They're clothes that are unique and individual and have a previous story to them that are now being loved again and worn by somebody else in a new era. Somebody who's wearing vintage clothes will not walk into any room and see someone else dressed like them. And people who wear vintage clothing are the type of people who want to be unique and want to be individual. I don't own a lot of vintage clothes and I don't wear a lot of vintage, but what I like to do is I have a couple of pieces of vintage clothing and I mix them with my high street clothes, and that's how I make my look different and individual. In my lookbook at the start of the video, I am wearing some vintage and some high street, and that's my style for vintage clothing, and everybody else is different. Some people might dress head to toe in vintage and some people mightn't wear any. There are loads of vintage shops in Ireland and I haven't been to barely any, but I love Folkster in Kilkenny. It used to be called Shutterbook and it is now in Temple Bar as well. It is brilliant and it's just like walking into a treasure trove when you go there. And my leather skirt is from Diva, which is another vintage shop in Dublin, and I absolutely love that skirt. And I recently came across 9 Crow Street in Dublin and I cannot wait to visit there, as I've seen a few things on their Instagram page that I would really like to check out. So really, my thoughts on vintage clothing has changed since I watched This Old Thing by Dawn Porter on Channel 4, and I absolutely love that show. And now I do want to be wearing more vintage than I actually have, and I think I will look for more vintage shops in Ireland now. I really hope you like this video. It's something different, I haven't done it before, and I hope to do more videos on my thoughts on, so if you have any ideas you could leave me a comment below and I might give them a go on what my thoughts are about them. I also want to thank Aaron Fleming, who is another Irish YouTuber. I will leave the link of his channel below. It is his cover of Riptide, which I used in my lookbook at the beginning of the video. So I really hope you like this video. Again, I say it, give me a thumbs up while you're at it if you're feeling nice, and why not hit the subscribe button too, that'd be nice. And I will see you again soon for another video. Bye!